whose reign as grim lord of the dead came to a sudden end when all at once his past caught up with him. But gods do not go quietly, and history repeats. So this tale was only a matter of time.
Death to Chronos. Just a spell. It's just another spell. 10 words. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Greetings from Olympus and well met there, sunshine. Look, we can't get to the Titan, but if you truly mean to stop him, then the least I can do is light your way down.
Headmistress.
There she is. You reached the edge of Erebus already. You have surpassed my expectations, Melino.
Thank you, Headmistress Hecate, for all your guidance and the compliment.
It was not a compliment, merely a point of fact. Though I would see firsthand a demonstration of your capability.
My capability? You'd have us face each other here, even though my task has already begun.
Your training shall never be complete. And I would know if you stand any chance at all against our enemy. You fought with diligence and with ferocity, but surely there is more for you to learn beyond this threshold.
I look forward to it, Headmistress. What about you? Can you not join me?
No, I dare not stray too far from our abode. Continue now your task. I shall await your safe return.
Thank you, Headmistress. I passed the test. Cinder. Beginning descent. The air's thick.
Look who!
Oh no.
You're a long way from the crossroads trouble. So this is where the real action is, huh? Weren't you supposed to still be practicing?
Things took a turn, Eris. You know how it goes. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some urgent business to attend to.
Always in such a rush. I'd really hate to slow you down. Though, let's hang out sometime, okay? Have a great night. Oh, one last thing.
What did she do to me?
The stately house of Hades now is but a fading memory, for in its place a new-formed palace rises, twisted into the visage of the world-conquering Titan of Time.
It's hideous. Please work. On my authority as Princess of the Underworld, unseal. Blood and... won't open. How about...
Returned from above ground. Your eyes do not deceive. I'm as hale and hearty as can be. That sinking sense you must have felt after our previous exchange. The fear of the utter senselessness of your entire enterprise. You now know it to be true.
I was never going to destroy you in a single clash. You more than anybody ought to know results of any worth take time.
Ah, so then you wish to make a habit of such unceremonious appearances as this, as though they might amount to something in the end. Fine. For my part, I occasionally need to stretch my limbs. A visitor at this hour? Pray, who might you be, my girl? It is not often that I entertain of late. Perhaps after this house becomes a little more presentable. Though for the moment, you must pardon all the dust. We have been renovating around here.
Get up. You get up off that stolen throne. You know who I am, and you know why I'm here.
Ah, what a surprise. My granddaughter. The one loose end I failed to tie up, now fully grown almost. I have so many questions, if you please. How have you been? And how exactly did you find me here?
Hear me, you enemy of night and darkness now. For your transgressions you shall imminently die. Under chthonic doctrine this I vow, for there is no escape from fate beneath the sky.
Manners. Cursing is forbidden in this house. By that token, fighting is forbidden as well. But for you, my girl, we shall have to make an exception. Time for you to go. Behold.
Death to Chronos!
This audience has lasted long enough. You do not get to barge into this house and waste my time. I am time. And I can make your every moment hell. 3, 2, 1. Absurd. I thought none could resist the ravages of time. But you, how?
You'll get no answers from me, and no mercy either. Now die already, and I'll collect the ichor from your veins, or whatever flows through them.
What is death to the deathless? A mere nuisance. This house is mine. Once I am gone, you shall be cast away.
I expect so. And you'll be remade and back on the throne before I can return. But I shall return, and I'll slay you again and again and again if I must.
Even if, in so doing, it meant that you would never see your dear old family again. Because the mercy I have shown to them thus far is something I may have to reevaluate.
Our family. And what do I care? I don't even know them. But I do know you will be dead here in another moment. Any last words?
For you, my girl, a mere reminder. Nothing more. Time cannot be stopped.
Nothing but sand. The remains of time. Should have a look around. The prince's chambers. The mirror. So many dreams upon this very spot. Then one more. To the abyss of the subconscious I descend. A connection. Step 1. Such an awful mess. And now step 2. Night and darkness guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time. The mists of memory.
Stay down, blast you. I've tried water, oil, nectar, ambrosia, but no.
That voice.
Wait, what? Is my hair getting lighter and my features getting fairer, or did I consume something that really isn't sitting well?
Prince Zagreus, please listen to my voice. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Definitely something I consumed then. Or else... Oh, this is just a dream. Hypnos has been growing rather bold with these. Is that you in there, mate?
No, Look, yes, technically this is a dream, but it's the only way I could reach out to you, across the span of time. Now please, our family is in danger, and I need your aid.
All right, slow down. It's fortunate I rather like such realistic dreams. And what do you mean, our family? Who are you? Probably one of Mother's many cousins. Wouldn't explain the eyes, though, or my father's sigil on your outfit.
Let me speak. Look, this is going to be difficult for you to accept, but I'm Melino, your sister. From another time. A future time not all that distant from your own.
See, that was going to be my next guess. Well, dream sister from a future time. I would never want to snap awake before hearing you out, so what's the situation? What do you want me to do?
I want you to find our grandfather Chronos and destroy him. Because there's only so much I can do here myself. He's taken over your entire house, imprisoned our father, mother, you, everybody. And now he threatens Olympus. All is vengeance.
Right. When you say what the gods once did, you mean the part where they got rid of Chronos permanently long before I was ever born? Or you, for that matter. But in the not all that distant future, he returns and single-handedly takes over everything.
Yes, please believe me. I myself was very little when the Titan struck, and I've been training all my life in preparation for this very moment. But I cannot stop Chronos on my own. Will you aid me?
I'm guessing not, since this is a dream and I'll likely just forget about it as soon as I wake up. Also, you look and sound just like a figment of my imagination would probably look and sound. Can you prove anything you've said?
You won't forget me when you wake, I promise you. As for the proof you seek, you must know of Hecate, our mother's handmaiden. She trained me for this. Seek her and tell her what I've said, but no one else.
Sister, I'm afraid our mother has no such handmaiden. Although, in some strange way, you mentioning a name I've never heard is better proof than anything you've said to me thus far. Wait, what's the matter?
It's Chronos. I've incapacitated him, but he'll return, just as he will eventually in your own time. I need to go. Before he finds me here, I need to go.
But you just got here. Look, Melino, was it? Will I ever see you again, or was this more of a one-off?
I found you across dreams and time, brother. I'll stop at nothing to do it again. Until then, please, let this remain a secret between us.
Right, I can't even tell Hypnos. Well, suit yourself. See you another day, sister. Or night.
Till then, from mists of memory, return to Shadow now. Oh. Back already. All right. Carry on, everyone.
Melino.
I'm okay.
You're back. Now tell me everything. You found your mark. What then?
I reached the edge of Tartarus and made my way into the house, just as we planned. Chronos was there, on my father's throne. We clashed. He lost. But I know he...
I trust you made each moment count. We were never going to destroy the Titan with brute force alone, but soon enough, he may yet be undone entirely, provided you have more good tidings to report.
The mirror was intact, abandoned in the prince's chambers, and the incantation worked. I found my brother in the past and spoke to him, but had so little time. I barely managed to convince him as to who I am.
Then speak swiftly the next opportunity you get, and continue not to overstay lest the task end in failure. As for the Titan, study him, as I shall study what you found.
Yes, headmistress.
Oh, by the way, something awaits you in the training grounds. You proved beyond a doubt that you're prepared.
Thank you, headmistress.
Did it.
The father of all monsters. A void lens.
Finally, the terrifying storm tearing apart the fortress of the gods starts to relent. Perhaps because its monstrous source is nowhere to be found.
At least for now.
Thus, the ever-ready princess of the Underworld gained the very heights of Mount Olympus to confront an unspeakable horror that awaits. It is no secret to which horror I refer. No secret now to its enormity, its boundless anger, or its many, many eyes. Such horrors cannot truly be destroyed. Unless the princess can come up with something at a future time.
Ouch! Return to Shadow now.
The task unfolds.
I somehow withstood the father of all monsters, but then could go no farther. I was nearly at the palace of Zeus, yet the path was sealed, like it didn't even exist.
That pathway wasn't sealed, 'twas a void. No incantation is required, merely patience for the future to unfold.
But Olympus needs us now. My task could ill afford to wait. That's why we started when we did. That's what you said.
Time works in curious ways, Melino. That much we have experienced firsthand. Fear not, the path to Olympus shall open. Mortals pray for such outcomes. We but wait.
We but wait.
A moment, goddess. You've Typhon to contend with on that mountaintop, goddess. Our shades say he's near the size of a mountain himself. Please tell me that's hyperbole on their part.
Well, to put it in perspective, by my estimation, he's at least 100 times the size of Polyphemus. Though I've not had the opportunity to take his measure properly.
You'll take his measure yet, I reckon. It's what you've done with every other foe you've faced thus far. Our shades and the good witch think it unwise to take on such a threat yourself, but you're not planning to back down, are you?
No.
Good.
So now Olympus has to deal with Typhon, huh? Wonder if Chronos made a deal with him or just revived and set him loose. Either way, a plan like that takes a lot of guts.
You sound rather impressed. I'm certain Chronos would welcome you into his ranks as well if you just tell him how you really feel.
Hit a nerve? Fine. Doesn't change the fact our enemy outsmarted us. So no need to keep wasting your time up top. Wait, you're not going to try and fight that thing, are you?
You really think I'm going to leave my family on Olympus to face that monster on their own? You don't know me at all.
Nice knowing you anyway.
A real pleasure. In Hecate. To all my family on the mountain, let me pass. So bright. It's daybreak. Is that Lord Hephaestus?
The majestic palace of Zeus stands resolute and strong, for the combined might of the gods has kept that seat of power safe, even from such monstrous adversaries as they face.
These must be just the palace grounds, Lady Aphrodite.
Look, husband.
She arrives.
The deepest seas below.
Welcome, young lady, to our family's glorious abode. You have our thanks for seeing to it that the monster Typhon failed to reach us here.
And you have our regrets that my lord husband left you to confront that horrid creature on your own. Most of the others are still fortifying the palace. Forgive our rudeness.
There's nothing to forgive, Queen Hera. I am honored to have met you and King Zeus face to face and seen the glory of Olympus firsthand. I owe it to your generous support these many nights.
Come now, Melino. We have a shared objective after all. And so long as Chronos sits upon your father's throne, that objective remains incomplete.
Hurrying her off when she only just arrived, husband? Although we've little here for entertainment other than Apollo's plucking. At least our enemy shall be back at our gates before long.
I don't think I can remain anyhow. I need to consult with the Witch of the Crossroads. She may have thoughts on how to rid ourselves of both our great foes at once.
We shall find a means of that, I have no doubt. And until then, we shall be better prepared to meet their charge.
Go on, my dear. We're unaccustomed to expressing gratitude, as you can plainly see. Until such time as your Lord Father and his own queen are restored, there's little cause for cheer, I think.
Perhaps soon enough.
You did it, Sunshine! I'd say I knew you would, but the truth is, I had an inkling of doubt. Especially once I saw Typhon for myself.
He was quite large, I'll give him that. It's a pleasure to finally meet you face to face like this, cousin. You play most beautifully.
Oh, anything to take our minds off of what's happening. At least you bought us a bit of reprieve so I could play again at all. Typhon is going to be back though, isn't he?
I'd count on that, but I'm going to be back as well. For now, please bolster your defenses and make ready for the monster's next attack. Now I had better go. My headmistress is expecting my return.
Can't you just contact her by boon? I'll bring one forth for you in case that works. And thanks for everything, cousin. That's for you.
May I? I'm unaccustomed to being on this side. I see Erebus, I think. Wait, headmistress, is that you? Can you hear me?
In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message. Melino, if you can even hear me yonder, I bid you to return. We have
I have to go now, everyone. Please, take care, and let the others know I'm sorry to have missed them. I'll return. Return to Shadow now. Another void lens.
United in bitter fury, the father of the gods and the father of all monsters, nonetheless could neither lay claim to the sacred mountain nor raise it to the earth.
And we'll keep it that way. Almost there. To all my family on the mountain, let me pass. That's the sun. Music.
Welcome.
We welcome you.
We got that monstrous fiend once more, young lady, thanks most certainly to you. Such courage in the face of catastrophe. And our palace remains safe and secure, and further reinforced should Typhon try for us again.
You were splendid, my dear. Had things grown any more dire, we were preparing for a last resort a son of ours developed. But the cost of it is high indeed. Thus, you have saved us in more ways than one.
It's my pleasure to have been of service to our family, Queen Hera, and to see the wonders of these halls once more. Perhaps we may yet permanently dissuade Typhon soon.
And what do you have in mind on that account? Our own research has yet to yield the force that could take Typhon without also taking this entire mountain down. He's even fiercer now than when he first attacked us long ago.
I've gathered useful specimens of Typhon's flesh, and we've been studying how we can use it in our craft. But we don't yet have meaningful progress to share.
Oh, come now. Driving back that monster more than once is progress meaningful enough. My lord husband thought that your first such victory could have simply been a fluke.
Now, what I said, dear wife, was that a single victory against Typhon did not prove more such victories could be achieved. But now you've demonstrated otherwise, Melino, and spurred our hope that we shall rid ourselves of this foul menace soon enough.
King Zeus, Queen Hera, by your leave I ought return with what I found, in case it leads to new discoveries about how we can do just that. Thank you all for your continued aid.
You have our gratitude in kind.
It's good to see you again, cousin. Just as I was beginning to fear my song would be tonight's sole source of cheer.
Lord Apollo, good to see you too. Please give my regards to the others. Would have liked to meet, but I'd best be getting back.
Of course, you must be on your last legs. The others surely would have liked to see you too, especially your grandmother, but they couldn't leave their posts. Please accept our apologies, and let us help you to return.
Tell Lady Demeter and everyone I wish them well. Goodbye for now, everyone. May you be safe and well when next we meet. Return to Shadow now. The prophecy of Typhon's return, was your interpretation that the gods were going to prevail or not? Or was there any detail you recall that we might use to our advantage?
Well, there was lightning, which I took to represent Zeus. The earth seemed to shake, recalling Poseidon, and a red spear reminiscent of your father's, piercing the storm. But even these specifics don't seem to pertain to the matter at hand.
No, I suppose not.
You are at least precise. You think yourself quite clever and most skilled to have withstood the end of time, but you achieved nothing at all, for I am here as usual, whilst you remain right there.
You also thought there was no possible way I could vanquish you, let alone in that end-of-time place. You're more error-prone than you realize.
No, you are error-prone, my girl, because time is by its very nature quite precise, and it is always right. But if you wish to test your suppositions, by all means. You think that you prevailed?
Mine. The Prince's chambers. The mirror. So many dreams upon this very spot. Then one more. To the abyss of the subconscious I descend. A connection. Step 1. And now step 2. Night and darkness guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time. The mists of memory.
Sit down, blast you. I've tried water, oil, nectar, ambrosia, but no. Wait, what? Is my hair getting lighter and my features getting fairer, or did I consume something that really isn't sitting well?
Prince Zagreus, please listen to my voice. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Definitely something I consumed then. Or else... Oh, this is just a dream. Hypnos has been growing rather bold with these. Is that you in there, mate?
No, Look, yes, technically this is a dream, but it's the only way I could reach out to you, across the span of time. Now please, our family is in danger, and I need your aid.
All right, slow down. It's fortunate I rather like such realistic dreams. And what do you mean, our family? Who are you? Probably one of Mother's many cousins. Wouldn't explain the eyes, though, or my father's sigil on your outfit.
Let me speak. Look, this is going to be difficult for you to accept, but I'm Melino, your sister. From another time. A future time not all that distant from your own.
See, that was going to be my next guess. Well, dream sister from a future time. I would never want to snap awake before hearing you out, so what's the situation? What do you want me to do?
I want you to find our grandfather Chronos and destroy him. Because there's only so much I can do here myself. He's taken over your entire house, imprisoned our father, mother, you, everybody. And now he threatens Olympus. All as vengeance for what the gods once did.
Right. When you say what the gods once did, you mean the part where they got rid of Chronos permanently long before I was ever born? Or you, for that matter. But in the not all that distant future, he returns and single-handedly takes over everything.
Yes, please believe me. I myself was very little when the Titan struck, and I've been training all my life in preparation for this very moment. But I cannot stop Chronos on my own. Will you aid me?
I'm guessing not, since this is a dream and I'll likely just forget about it as soon as I wake up. Also, you look and sound just like a figment of my imagination would probably look and sound. Can you prove anything you've said?
You won't forget me when you wake, I promise you. As for the proof you seek, you must know of Hecate, our mother's handmaiden. She trained me for this. Seek her and tell her what I've said, but no one else.
Sister, I'm afraid our mother has no such handmaiden. Although, in some strange way, you mentioning a name I've never heard is better proof than anything you've said to me thus far. Wait, what's the matter?
It's Chronos. I've incapacitated him, but he'll return, just as he will eventually in your own time. I need to go. Before he finds me here, I need to go.
But you just got here. Look, Melino, was it? Will I ever see you again, or was this more of a one-off?
I found you across dreams and time, brother. I'll stop at nothing to do it again. Until then, please, let this remain a secret between us.
Right, I can't even tell Hypnos. Well, suit yourself. See you another day, sister. Or night.
Till then, from mists of memory, return to Shadow now.
You're back. Now tell me everything. You found your mark. What then?
I reached the edge of Tartarus and made my way into the house, just as we planned. Chronos was there, on my father's throne. We clashed. He lost. But I know he isn't gone, and I was unable to linger there for long.
I trust you made each moment count. We were never going to destroy the Titan with brute force alone, but soon enough, he may yet be undone entirely, provided you have more good tidings to report.
The mirror was intact, abandoned in the prince's chambers, and the incantation worked. I found my brother in the past and spoke to him, but had so little time. I barely managed to convince him as to who I am.
Then speak swiftly the next opportunity you get, and continue not to overstay lest the task end in failure. As for the Titan, study him, as I shall study what you found.
Just stay down. No. Oh, blast. I thought I had you there. I had you there. You're weakening. Perhaps.
Brother?
Oh. Just as I'm about to get my hair under control. Who are you and what have you done with my reflection? Only joking. I remembered everything just as you said. Particularly since you're here again so soon. Where were we?
I was trying to persuade you to take me at my word that I'm your sister from a future time in which the Titan Chronos has usurped the House of Hades. I mean to stop him and require your assistance.
I have a wide variety of questions first, even knowing that our time apparently is limited. First off, why me? Although I am the designated security specialist around here, so perhaps I know the answer to that one.
Some security specialist. Chronos caught the house entirely off guard. But you're my closest kin. You've subverted the will of the fates before, and slain gods, if not titans. I also lack the means of reaching anybody else this way.
Well, great. I feel that strong kinship between us already. Next question. Where even is this Chronos, and what would you have me do if and when I locate him? A two-parter for you.
I don't know where Chronos is exactly in your time, though I mean to find out. I know only that his remains were scattered to the deepest pits of Tartarus, which means he's probably recovering somewhere near where you reside. As for what to do if you locate him, I can't yet say either.
I hate to break it to you, Melino, but this isn't all that comprehensive a plan, especially for something you've been planning all your life. Do I just wait for you to work through the details, or...?
No, look, you're a security specialist. Begin an investigation, though in absolute secrecy. Is anything amiss anywhere in the house or in Tartarus? Any unusual activity from satyrs, for example?
We've had our share of satyr problems, though not anywhere nearby. But I can have a look around. What about you? Wait, are you in my bedchambers?
What's left of them, yes. I can only reach you like this while we're in the same location across time. At any rate, I have to find the means for you to destroy the Titan there before he regains his full strength. But... blast!
What is it? Do you have to go again? Then don't wait up on my account. I'll see what I can do and speak to you when next you haunt my dreams. Take care, sister. We'll sort this out.
You make it sound so effortless. Farewell, brother. Until we see each other next. From mists of memory, return to Shadow now.
She's gone. It's only me again. Hey, when do I wake up?
abyss of the subconscious I descend. It worked. Night and darkness guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time.
She looks a bit like Mother, doesn't she? Which means... oh, blast. I never thought... I looked just like him then. Only without the beard. Ugh. Ah. Hi there, Melino. My investigation into our grandfather's scheming is underway, though difficult to make good progress without telling anybody what I'm up to. Don't take this the wrong way, but this truly is your only idea.
Yes, I don't think I can stop Chronos here. Even Olympus is stuck trying to keep his forces at bay. And he's far too hateful and hard-headed to stop on his own.
That's our family for you. Father certainly has no love for Chronos, but he never speaks of him. Do you happen to know what went over between them to have made things this bad?
You're in a better position to ask our father about that than I am. Chronos was a tyrant, and his children wouldn't have it. The fates themselves deemed that the gods should rule. But that apparently wasn't enough for him.
So now you want me to stop them for you? I mean, for us. I've had mixed experiences vanquishing certain members of our family before, but that wasn't forever. And you've said next to nothing about how you expect me to do it.
Look, I have knowledge of an incantation known as dissolution of time. It requires several complicated steps I shall explain along the way. If it works, it should unravel him.
Unravel him? That's a little vague for me, unless Chronos turns out to be a spool of yarn. Can you be more specific?
Unmake him. Destroy his ambitions along with him. Undo all the harm he caused. A threefold family bond is required. You, me, and Chronos. Then we shall infuse a special weapon with the negation of his very being. I'll get into that later.
Well, great. I think you cleared everything up. Though I'll admit I don't like having to kill our family members just because Father doesn't know how to get along with them.
You would blame Father in all this? Blast. Chronos is starting to revive. I have to go. Keep searching for any sign of him. And remember, this is for all of us.
I will, and I understand, I think. We didn't ask to be born into this, but it's what we got. We'll handle it as best we can.
That's right. Thank you, brother. Take care of yourself. And be kind to Mother, Father, Cerberus, and all for me. From mists of memory, return to shadow now. So much dust. To the abyss of the subconscious I descend. Night and darkness guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time.
That dream, which means she must be close. Melino? Melino, that's nice there. Hello again, sister. You wanted me to search for signs of Chronos preparing for a big surprise, and while it isn't much, I did locate machinery in Tartarus that seemed a little out of place.
Machinery? You mean the gears that turn the ever-shifting chambers? In my time, that machinery is spread through Tartarus as far as I can see. What do you make of it?
Well, normally I wouldn't have made anything of it, but perhaps it's connected to what you're saying. I'm working on tracing where it leads. What about you? Any word on how we ought to proceed?
We need a weapon. The problem is that Chronos can resist the arms once used to vanquish him. On top of that, it needs to be available both to you in your time, and to me in mine. The closer to our family, the better. Can you think of something suitable?
Nothing immediately comes to mind. I have some mortal weapons in my chambers, but they hardly worked at any point. A weapon both in my time and in yours. And none of the infernal arms will do.
Give it some thought, but please make haste. Chronos shall realize what I'm up to here eventually, and this connection weakens every night. For now, I'd better go.
Hold on. What happened to the servants of this house? To my friends? You said Chronos took everybody. Did you mean everybody, or...
Well, no. Hypnos is with us, but fast asleep. Commander Skelemius, too. He's marshalling the Shades still loyal to our father. Poor Cerberus has been cast out into the morning fields. But as for all the rest...
Oh, at least the good Commander Skelemius made it out. But Nyx, Achilles, Thanatos, Megara, Dusa, Orpheus... Our grandfather has all of them locked up.
He has our father bound in chains in Tartarus. I understand he's trapped the others, frozen them in time. But we can break his hold on them. I'm certain that we can. Goodbye for now, brother. Think of a weapon we can use to set this right. To the abyss of the subconscious, I descend. Night and darkness, guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time.
Where is she? Don't leave me hanging like this, sister. Come on. I want to get some proper sleep eventually.
Brother.
Hey! Zagreus, my father's spear. You said we would need a weapon that's available in both our times, is close to our family, and not been used to slay Chronos before. That one should do. It's big, and it hurts.
Huh. I see how that may work. The only problem is I've no idea where to find this guy Zagreus. Chronos likely got a hold of it. But that's in my time. While in yours...
Father doesn't often let me use it anyway, and it's sealed off in his chambers. There must be something else. Though at least I found the place where Chronos probably is piecing himself back together little by little.
You did? Where? What happened? How do you know it's the correct location?
Well, for one thing, it appears to be directly underneath this house. Odd place to bury one's predecessor, but Father can be quite particular with punishments. Anyway, when I descended deeper into Tartarus, I found a satyr infestation that led me to some sort of cave. I went no farther for now.
Good. And do not enter until everything's prepared. But let's go back a moment to our father's spear. Is there some way you could procure it?
Sure. Father's chambers may be strictly off limits, though no security specialist of any worth would be so easily deterred. I'll likely suffer an eternity of torment, but sounds like Chronos has that in store for me regardless. So, what shall I do with Zagreus, assuming I can get my hands on it?
Keep it someplace secure. Could you persuade our father to give it to you, without letting him know exactly why? If we tamper too much with time, Chronos shall find out. I suppose there's also the problem of how to transfer Zagreus across an astral-psychic pathway.
Details, sister. I like this plan, and Father owes me anyway. So are you some sort of oracle gathering up ancient artifacts, speaking to me in dreams and such? Perhaps these count as nightmares, what with a terrible future to look forward to.
We'll change that future. And I'm no oracle, I'm what you call a witch. We're getting closer to our goal, brother. Claim Father's spear, and I have more to do myself. I'll see you again soon. From mists of memory, return to Shadow now.
Be safe out there.
To the abyss of the subconscious I descend. Something beside the bed. Such an awful mess. Icarus, this must be it. Our bond is strong by touch alone. Night and darkness, guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time.
This has to work. It has to. I mean, why wouldn't it? If everything she says has happened will happen. I mean, it just makes sense, doesn't it? Is that...
Zagreus, you did it! I found Zagreus waiting for me. So then it's true. Your choices and actions in the past
affect the future. Don't see how come you're so surprised. I figured you expected this result. If I'm able to destroy Chronos in my time, before he takes control in yours, then everything will be alright, won't it?
Well, I assume so, yes. Any outcome would be better than to be subjected to his reign. He's taken our family, thrown open the gates of the Underworld, struck Olympus. He deserves death in the mortal sense.
I'll take your word for it. Though, tell me something. Let's say I go destroy the Titan Chronos as we planned. What happens to you? You're here because of everything he did, but the past will have changed your present.
No, if Chronos hadn't taken Father's throne, we'd be together as a family. He denied me a father, a mother, a three-headed dog. You. And some evening he'll deny you that and more if you don't do exactly as I ask.
Okay. It's just, it turns out I have a sister and I don't want to lose her over this is all. Though I suppose we'd meet again eventually. Anyway, this hurts my head, which is strange considering I'm in this nightmare sort of thing.
I understand. Communicating across time like this should not be possible. Not even Chronos thinks it can be done. But he is old and arrogant. He doesn't know the limits of his capability, which is our only chance.
So now I wait for you to contact me again, once you've infused our father's sphere with some temporal nightmare curse, and I'll descend into Grandfather's fetid lair, where I'll drive said sphere into his heart? Something like that?
Yes, something very much like that. Preparing Icarus may take a little while, and I may have some difficulty reaching you until such time. But I promise you I shall return. Till then, be careful, Zagreus. Big brother. From mists of memory, return to shadow now.
She's gone again. Big brother. Me.
I have an incantation to complete.
Now say the words.
Your rage monster shall spill from you like blood. Your life force all consumed within that flood.
There. Now wield that power at the summit.
Typhon! Your time is over! Typhon's essence, the power to stop time. Thank you, Zagreus. Icarus. This storm shall pass. To all my family on the mountain, let me pass. Hermes probably already spread the news. The king and queen.
Welcome back.
Don't be shy.
Grandmother.
Melino. How my lord husband's off when first I brought forth that perhaps this deadly witch niece of his, raised from infancy to vanquish time itself, could also be of benefit against the Titan siege. Glad I won that out.
Hera, dear, of course we reached agreement on that matter, else my good niece would not be here now. Though tell us, Melino, what news of a lasting solution to our predicament? Typhon shows no interest in turning away.
We're getting closer to something. It's very likely that the means we use to rid ourselves of one of our great foes shall be the key to ridding ourselves of the other, though we have not achieved those means as yet.
You hear that, Zeus? The greatest inconveniences we face may be resolved at once. We so like it.
You need but tell us what else must be done to facilitate this outcome, Melino. Olympus stands at your disposal here.
Please hold out as long as possible, for your blessings and support are invaluable. One way or another, I'll be back as soon as I can. Chronos may have reawakened Typhon, but that same power could unravel him.
May it be thus. We'd ask you take your time, my dear, but there's no telling how much we can spare. Nevertheless, tread carefully, and we shall be awaiting your return. Come back soon.
Till we meet again.
Oh, Flower, it's truly you. Forgive me, we must maintain decorum here, but I am very pleased to see you here before me, rather than within the dimness of a boon.
Lady Demeter, the honor is mine. I know that everyone's preoccupied contending with the siege, and it couldn't have been easy for you to be here now.
Please call me Grandmother, although perhaps not here. I was furious to have missed you when you visited before, and was not about to let that reoccur. But you cannot stay, can you?
Unfortunately not. With Typhon dealt with for the moment, I had best be getting back. I'm so grateful to have met you like this. Shall I see you again?
If the fates have any mercy in their hearts, then yes.
You truly think we'll soon get blasted Typhon well out of our way for good? That'd be a welcome change.
If we can rid ourselves of Chronos, then we should be able to rid ourselves of the father of all monsters too. And I've not been training all my life for this only to fail now.
Well, remind me never to get on your bad side, Sunshine. You ready to head home? Always good to see you, though I'd best get back to singing so that everyone stays calm. That's your boon.
We're getting closer, everyone. Please, stay safe. Return to Shadow now. We're getting somewhere.
Once again. It's true, isn't it? You scoured Typhon from this world. The prophecy I saw must have not merely been about his reawakening, but his eradication. How did you manage this, if I may ask?
A complicated incantation from Headmistress, alongside the essence of Gygaros, my father's spear he took up after Chronos First was overthrown. It all worked out.
Your father's spear. In what I saw, a spear could be seen piercing through the storm. Then that must have been you. And so, the fates truly did anticipate that you'd prevail.
Do they anticipate I shall slay Chronos next?
If I but knew.
One step closer. The foul deed is done. Have no pity for that monster, only gratitude for yielding his power in his absence. Now you are ready for the final phase.
Before I depart, my brother asked something I didn't know how to answer. If Chronos is destroyed before all this, what exactly happens to us here and now?
Let us discover the truth of it together. I am certain only that this is not goodbye. The conclusion of your task is at hand. Go. End this.
I'll see you again soon.
You may proceed.
Time overstepped his bounds, which cannot stand. He shall be stopped, as the three fates had planned.
It is done. Death to Chronos.
How are you holding up, Goddess? My instinct is to celebrate the death of Typhon, but I never forgot the first man I slew. Or the light left his eyes.
Typhon sought destruction, and he got it. I won't rejoice in the outcome, but won't lament it either. Especially when there's more left to be done.
You have the right approach. You'll have time to recount every choice and consequence when all of this is over, but for now, best to press on and finish what you started.
I intend to.
They're saying you got rid of Typhon for good. Don't believe a word of it. What really happened up there?
Got rid of Typhon for good is a concise way to put it. Involved a rather complex incantation called disintegration of monstrosity and some other details best left unspoken. But yes, I do believe he's gone.
He's immortal. He can't just be gone, and if he is, why not just do the same to Chronos? Or to anybody who stays on your bad side long enough?
We've something else in store for Chronos. As for everybody else, they haven't crossed me quite as much just yet.
Yet? Huh.
Oh, hello, granddaughter.
No.
It seems the pathways into Erebus are not as well protected as they used to be. I take it this here's the individual who pitted you against me, is this not?
Headmistress, Headmistress, fight him! Fight! Fight back!
This headmistress of yours has considerable knowledge to have thus concealed you. But she is weary. It's that time caught up with her at last. She hears not a word you say.
Unhand her, wretch. Unhand her, or I'll tear you to pieces.
My own children tore me to pieces once before. Look where that got them. Whoever this is, perhaps she shall be more cooperative than you, although I'm not particularly optimistic, nor should you be. Good evening.
Come back! Where is she?
What did you call that old witch whom you seem to care about so much? Your headmistress? Tell me now exactly who she is, if you yet value her well-being in the least.
She was my mother's handmaiden, nothing more. When you attacked my father's house, she took me away. When I came of age, I vowed to stop you, despite her efforts to dissuade me. Let her go.
At first I thought perhaps that you were a child of Zeus rather than Hades. But you are a terrible liar, granddaughter. You shall suffer for your actions, or the handmaiden shall do so in your stead.
Don't you touch her!
Again you lay me low, and again you waste your time. I know what it is you seek.
Shut up and die, Titan. And know these moments as you writhe shall be your last. Mere void awaits.
You truly think the Mirror of Night shall grant you such power? It holds no sway here any longer. You shall see. This I shall not forget.
Now for Zagreus to do his part. Good find. Not here. The past provides the guarantee. Hold on, Headmistress. To the abyss of the subconscious I descend. Night and darkness guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time. All right, need to calm myself. Can't make him more nervous than me. Okay, focus.
What if something happened? Something must have happened. But then how am I still dreaming? If this even is a dream. Oh, blast, where is she? When is she? Wait. Melino, you've returned. You've no idea how much difficulty I had falling asleep so I could see you here again. So what's the word? Have you prepared the spear?
Take hold of Gygaros and we'll find out. A couple of points first. 1, you'll have to go immediately to where Chronos resides. And 2, our connection with each other shall probably be lost. I'll be counting on you to succeed.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it. But before we do this, you're certain there's no other way? You've nicely asked Grandfather to stand down, that sort of thing?
We're far past level-headed conversation here. I can't imagine you'll be more amenable to persuasion in your time than mine. And as I understand, nicely asking our father if you could leave the Underworld had mixed results for you.
Fair point. You really think this Spear of Fathers has the power to destroy a deathless Titan?
It shall in just a moment, so hold it close. May earth and night and darkness hear me now. Bring true death for the deathless by my vow. Dissolution of time.
Icarus, it's grown hot to the touch, but feels much lighter than before as well. I suppose I should be careful not to prod somebody with it. Besides Chronos.
Go, Zagreus. I've done everything I can here. And we'll see each other again. Some other time than this, perhaps. But still. For now, farewell.
Goodbye, Melino. I hope this works.
What now? What is all that infernal racket? Silence, fools, lest you be caught. Gods! Gods! Gods!
Oh, hello.
Who goes there? You lack the clothing of the satyrs' hooves, and have a countenance which I know not.
You must be grandfather. I don't believe we've had the pleasure. I'm called Zagreus. I got a tip about your quite suspicious cabin here and had to go take a look. What are you doing here, if I may ask?
Recuperating. What else would I possibly be doing in a place such as this? So I suppose Hades is to thank for this new grandchild of mine. And I thought that I would see the age when he became a father for himself.
Oh, he's a wonderful father, if you must know. So much so, I have a little sister too, Melino. Looks more like our dear mother Persephone, the Underworld queen, though has a bit of your son's prickly personality, I think. You'd love her.
Why are you telling me all this? So immediately left my satyrs tear into shreds. Where are those blasted satyrs anyhow?
Grandfather, I'm telling you all this because I thought I'd make a little small talk here before I do you in. You would bring pain and suffering upon my house, and as our designated security specialist, I cannot allow that.
What do you know of my intent? You dare speak to me of pain and suffering? Here I have wrought it since an eon prior to when you were but a twinkle in your father's eye. He and his brothers, traitors and usurpers.
They're your children. Look, you don't have to like them all the time, I know I don't. But what of Melino and me? Are you prepared to sweep us into your old grudge?
I will not. Your father surely has already poisoned you against me. You and your little sister both.
Would I be speaking to you if that were the case? Here's the arrangement. Either take pity on your grandchildren, or take this spear repeatedly. And you won't soon recuperate, I swear. Which is it going to be?
You threaten me with annihilation, have not experienced the world without time. You would have to dearly miss my influence. Nor would my pity do you any good. How exactly would you seek manifest?
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps just by being our grandfather rather than sneaking underneath the house in some sort of profane chamber I ought to have known about. Your time. Why don't you extrapolate a bit?
Extrapolate what? A joy-filled life in which Grandfather Time is there to coddle the spoiled children of my murderous son. He shall drive that accursed spear through me on sight if you do not.
No, because you'll be under my protection. And also, no, it won't just be a joy-filled life, especially if you keep on. But it'll probably be better than whatever this is. Now make your choice already. I don't have all day or night.
Sibling, a future with such grandchildren as you, or the eternal void. How can I possibly decide?
That's it, I'm stabbing you.
Now wait. All this time, for naught. Perhaps the fates themselves always knew my plans would be undone again. 3, 2, 1. Ready or not, hence I go.
You said yourself Mother could use some rest. Why don't you join her? I can keep an eye on things.
No. Nyx is with the Queen. Nor shall I leave my daughter.
Oh, hello. Well, this is a rare treat. The both of you together in this lounge. What brings you here, Grandfather?
I yet to seek the girl's whereabouts is what. I have turned over this residence in its entirety and found nary a sign. She is already as elusive as you always were, Hades.
That or your old senses have dulled. She went running over there by the head chef, where she yet lingers in silence. Go before her patience wears thin.
What Father meant to say was no, we've no idea where my good son's little sister is. She could be anywhere. Have you tried checking the administrative chamber? Gods, I sound like Hypnos.
I do appreciate the hint.
Keep up the good work.
Where are you, my girl? Aha! There you are at last. You might have kept me searching for a while yet, that you found such a secure hiding point amid those shadows.
It sure took you long enough. I was beginning to think I might never see you again.
That is precisely what your father said when Zagreus first brought me here. Well, are we to suffer through another round?
No, This game is too easy. Tell me another one of your tales about the Golden Age.
Perhaps when you are older, lest your father be displeased. If you defy him, you merely get a mild reprimand. If I defy him, I get cut to little bite-sized bits, which then are sprinkled throughout Tartarus.
Ew! Well, if father ever does that, I shall simply go find all the bits and put you back together again.
Spoken with the generosity of youth. You are the only one around here who would say such things, Melino.
Truly? But don't the others like you, grandfather?
Oh, they can never get enough of me, my girl. Except, we still have had our differences. But let me not concern you with the past. The only time that matters is right now. And right now... Tag, you are it.
Hey, no fair!
Still here. Oh gods, Zagreus. Something's going on out there.
Titan.
What?
Go on.
Prepare to suffer for all that you've done, wretch. Or shall I stay my hand merely because you made the mistake of loosening your hold on me?
Oh, this was no mistake. Nor shall I seek mercy from the likes of you, witch. Do with me as you must. I cannot.
Chronos. Headmistress. What happened? What's going on?
Anyway, where are we? One instant I discovered that our enemy invaded Erebus, and the next I know he's groveling about my feet. How is this possible? What have you done?
I did everything as planned, but Zagreus, I told him, I warned him. In his time, he was supposed to run the Titan through and end all this.
Zagreus spared me, took me in, and from that point, I led what came to be an altogether different life, which I now realize was but a dream, a delusion. Yet still, you changed my course.
And you take me for a fool. You suddenly recall having this chat with Zagreus a while back, and now you're having all these second thoughts?
Second thoughts? Oh, far, far more. Here, in this house, you had delighted in a hiding game when you were very small. And you and Zagreus would fight, but out of love, not in the bitter way we fought. I did not realize there could have been this other past of mine. This better past.
A better past? But none of it occurred. Nothing changed. You should be gone, not flooded with false memories. I would never have grown up cheerily with you. I don't understand.
None of us understand ourselves entirely. Melino, this wretch is overcome and shan't be using his old tricks again. End him.
Yes. Finish what you set your mind to, granddaughter. For I have no desire to exist in such a world with all of you like this. Not for one moment longer.
Silence. You'll exist in this world until I say otherwise. Now enough talk. Release our family from your hold.
Our family? Granddaughter, I shall not release them now. You shall. And I await their judgment and your own.
Father, mother, brother.
Father, what? Why have you brought me here? And the others? What is the meaning of all this?
Ask your daughter, Hades. Perhaps she can explain better than I. As for the queen and prince and all the rest, the princess needs but to remind them who they are. Go on, then.
Queen Persephone, Prince Zagreus, return to us.
Hades,
Mother.
Melino, you're all grown up. Oh, my heart.
Melino, it's you. You did it. Me,
Nicely asked grandfather to stand down after all, long before you were even born. Oh, my head.
They shall recover. Give them time. Now send me to the blasted void already. You, son, or that witch, or you, granddaughter, one of you. I'm weary of incessant bickering. You long for a world without me? It is yours.
Wait, no. Sister, don't. Don't you remember? Grandfather, he was there when you were growing up. Was it a dream? It couldn't have only been a dream. Just, please, give him a chance.
Zagreus, you need not advocate for me again. What we experienced was a possibility and nothing more. And you, Melino, to think I put you through all this. Take your vengeance.
I ought to take my vengeance on you both. Zagreus, I trusted you with our entire family's future. And no, I don't remember any of what you and this Titan claim. How convenient that only you seem to recall it.
How convenient. You cast your dream time witch magic on us. And if you still think destroying grandfather will make this ridiculous family's problems go away, then no wonder your fancy spell didn't quite work out.
Enough! No fighting is permitted in this blasted house. Especially not between the two of you. Do you intend to wind up old and wretched and wrathful like him? Like me?
Lord Father, it was my wrath that brought me to this point. And how can you possibly compare yourself? Look what the Titan did to you.
We did this to each other. Gods and Titans, doomed to live forever, yet learn nothing all the while. Do as you must, but take no vengeance in my name.
I may yet take vengeance in my own name. But let us first make certain Chronos shall undo the harm he caused. All of it. Zagreus wants to give him a chance. I want him to give us back the time we were denied.
Then he shall have his chance. You hear that, Father? By the grace of the Princess of the Underworld, you have one chance to return what you took. Bring this house to order to start with. My eyes burn at the very sight of this place.
I cannot change what already occurred, Hades. I am an old Titan, as you say. All I have ever known is how to move forward. But if you and my grandchildren would have it, I can make time for this house of yours. And everything.
Then be so kind as to get these chains off me so we can get to work.
And so the Princess of the Dead remained in the House of Hades with the Titan of Time and the rest, to aid in the recovery of however much was not forever lost. The rightful Underworld King and Queen were swift to organize this relatively painless task, and Shades of the Dead, still loyal to their cause, answered the call. They and the Titan picked up many pieces of the past. And soon, the house grew more like how it used to be. But then, a summons from Olympus arrived, and the princess knew her stay had reached its end.
Well, this is it.
Hey. Well, I think we can fix up the rest of this place on our own. Thank you for all your help. Especially the part where you liberated us from our temporal prisons and whatnot.
Believe me, I had nothing better to do. Anyhow, we'll have to find a way to cross paths out there. And each keep an eye on Chronos as we tie up some loose ends.
You're not still angry with me, are you? For, not murdering our grandfather in an utterly defenseless state? I wish you could remember growing up with him. You got on rather well. He made you laugh more than I did.
In this dream past only you and he recall, I'm still uncertain how to feel about this possibility of a more pleasant life. Right now, I'd simply settle for a calmer one.
You don't seem like the settling sort. Anyway, I know this isn't goodbye, and we'll be seeing each other. Though, still, I'll miss you, little sister. And do send Hypnos back if he can't wake up on his own.
He'll wake up. I'm going to miss you too, big brother. Take care of everyone, all right?
I will. You take care too.
The notoriously fearsome triple-headed monster Cerberus rests in his favored spot, and now regards the Princess of the Dead with 3 expressions different than before.
Well, boy, this must be the next best thing to guarding the Underworld's gates. Say, do I have your permission to give you a scratch? The way my brother demonstrated before. You're a fine dog.
He is aware. You are as certain in this as is she, Witch of the Crossroads. It is no burden to you, then, to look after her and care for her as we would have had none of this occurred.
I am not her mother, my lord, no substitute for all that she has lost. Yet I once swore to you that no harm shall come to her, and that vow remains. And I shall always care for her, whether she resides with me or not.
And you, Melino, your mind is set. Though I am unsurprised, I nonetheless must ask, for your decision here is irreversible by laws much older than my own. To serve the unseen.
Is to serve in shadow. I know full well, Father, and do not make this decision lightly, but I can't leave the crossroads. Especially when my duty isn't yet complete, given what Chronos said about these other possibilities we face.
This new venture of his, such a toil for you. To have been instrumental in altering time as we know it, only to be charged with keeping it that way.
Oh, I don't mind. This matter is close to my heart. I suppose I'll either be a timekeeper or a time killer, depending on if Chronos continues to be on his best behavior.
It is as though he lived a different life up to this point. I still find it rather difficult to accept. Your Uncle Zeus shall have to judge for himself.
Lord Uncle has our full report. We'll see what he decides. All this is going to be an adjustment, isn't it? But I'll see you again soon, and Mother, and Cerberus, and Zagreus. Our responsibilities should mean our paths cross plenty often.
All part of what we now shall do. Cerberus has already taken to rampaging through the fields of his own accord, and your mother and I shall not be far. As for your brother, he always turns up.
I'll be counting on it. I'm glad you're back, Father.
Shadows conceal you.
My beautiful daughter. I still can hardly believe it's you. It's said that children grow up in the mere blink of an eye, but this was too fast. Much too fast.
Oh, Mother. I got here as quickly as I could, but it took some time. Didn't it, Grandfather?
It did. Queen Persephone, would that I could give back all the moments and the memories which I denied you in my fervor. Those who say time can be so cruel, they are right.
They also say time heals all wounds, though I have yet to verify that claim, especially with all our house servants still recovering. Forgiveness in our family is hard-won, Chronos, although it seems you've all eternity to try.
And for that matter, all eternity to locate the 3 fates. Still no sign of them at all, even with Nyx's aid.
None. I cast them into the abyss. Had I but known precisely where, they would have known how to get back. Yet if my hypothesis about other such possibilities as I experienced is correct, we may find them.
This hypothesis of yours about the flow of time, you're certain we need to keep conditions similar to how they've been to verify it?
Why, yes. That is the only way to test a theory properly. For it seems that my own understanding of the flow of time was flawed.
Something to rectify. Mother? Thank you for your hospitality and everything. It's been wonderful to see you.
You too. Knowing how things go, we'll see each other again before we know it. And you're dismissed as well, Chronos. You've done your part for now, however small.
You have my gratitude, O Queen, and my pledge. At least this house is mostly to your preference again. Beyond these halls, of course, much more is to be done.
Yes, well, Father shall see to the ongoing Underworld renovations. Sounds as though he's done this sort of thing before. As for us, our chariot is here.
That it is. I am prepared.
Sister Selene. Great Nyx.
faithful Eye of Night, my child. Thank you for ensuring that our realm remains secure and keeping watch above it all. I never doubted that I could count on you.
But, Mother, had our watch been more dependable, then none of this would have transpired. I failed you, yet you praise me.
Trying times shall always come about. Now go, and whenever you ride through the dark of the sky, remember, I am always there.
Thank you, Mother, and farewell for now.
Farewell.
I must say, I did not expect that we could ever draw you down this far, sister. Perhaps not even headmistress in all her experience.
If you are ready, little star, then let us go, lest we outstay our greetings and farewells. I am honored to have seen these halls, and to return to Shadow with you on this night in victory, not haste.
Come, Melino, for all the reasons that Selene says. We have a delivery that we must make besides.
Then let's be off. If only Artemis were here, this could have been a proper Silver Sisters reunion, couldn't it?
Then let us ride into the dark above. And do be careful to hold on as we depart.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, daughter.
You get to fly like this each night.
If I may briefly interrupt, we have arrived at our initial destination, everyone. Olympus is not far from here.
I do appreciate the ride upon your gleaming chariot, O Moon, but it is time for me to go. Perhaps my conversations with Hades have prepared me to face my other sons.
Lord Uncle Zeus asks that you come alone. He and Olympus may not be quite as merciful as father was, but how you act with them shall help determine that. They ought to be expecting you by now.
And I ought never to be late. Perhaps they shall at least permit me to assist you from here on in case you do retrace your steps. Till then, farewell. And thank you, granddaughter. My timekeeper. Right. Off I go.
Well, good evening.
Thought we'd drop in.
Lord Apollo and Lady Artemis.
It's a beautiful night, Lady Selene, and you must be the esteemed witch of the crossroads. You've trained my cousins very well indeed to have brought Chronos to our heights, still in one piece.
Fine, Apollo, I was incorrect for once. No need to boast. Melino, I may have wagered that you'd cut the Titan to ribbons sooner than you'd bring him here.
I know it's unimaginable, but he came here willingly, and Lord Zeus wanted to speak to him in private. Wait, does that mean you were kicked out of your house?
Well, we consider it a palace, but, no. No, we've been appointed to escort you to the crossroads as a symbol of our family's unity. We'll come bearing a gift. Shall we be off?
We ride.
Here we go.
Thus was Hades, feared ruler of the dead, restored to his rightful throne alongside splendorous Persephone, the queen. The attacks upon Olympus finally ceased, and ever since, the gods governed our world with newfound care. As for the princess of the dead, Melino, she stayed in steady touch with all her family from the dark comfort of the shadows that had long since been her home. And she and the Silver Sisters kept their secret vigil over all the realms forevermore.
May it all turn out that way in time, Homer. Though, what am I going to do with myself now that my task is finally complete? Well, I suppose I have eternity to figure it out.
What an accomplishment. Your task is finally complete. Perhaps the fates knew you'd succeed, but I couldn't always be certain, although I held to what could be considered hope.
And your support made it possible, Lord Moros. For one thing, if you hadn't intervened when I was trying to reach the surface, Typhon might have reduced Olympus to ruin.
Doom averted. We children of Nyx have already heard that Mother is no longer bound in Tartarus. You have our deepest gratitude. Certainly mine. Well then, what happens now?
I suppose I ought to go make certain everything's in order. My father started renovations to the Underworld, and I volunteered to help clean up. The surface needs it too.
Then it sounds like I may see you again soon?
Absolutely.
Say it isn't so trouble. The Chronos stuff I'm hearing, he's really calling it quits? And he let Nyx and everybody off? What did you do to him?
Working with my brother in a bygone time, we flooded our grandfather's mind with a cascade of new memories of the family he then realized he always had, creating in him a profound and sudden change. Why? What's your concern?
My concern is that you ruined everything. So now we'll all have peace and harmony, joyful reunions, apologies, promises to never let this type of thing happen again? Ugh!
Have you met our families, Eris? It's never that simple.
It better not be, or I'll never forgive you.
How are you faring lately, Headmistress? You've been, well, more reserved than I expected since the House of Hades. You said we'd speak more later.
How soon later turns to now. Look, Melino, I ought be in a more celebratory mood, given what you finally achieved. I am, above all, very proud of you. But being back at the house awakened memories that ought to remain dormant.
Even though you got to see Mother and Father again, and Nyx, they were so grateful to you, I could tell. I am so grateful to you. Things may not have gone precisely as we planned, but the result is what we sought, isn't it?
You refer to Chronos. I long to see that wretch destroyed. My heart remains poisoned by the thought. I am attempting still to draw that poison out. Do give me time.
I remember you once told me that destroying Chronos would not change the past, and that the pain would linger.
And I was probably correct. Yet we cannot help but reassess the turns our lives take, through our own choices and otherwise. Anyhow, are you prepared to carry on?
Nearly so. Retracing my steps should be interesting.
Of that, I have no doubt.
Impressive work. You found a path to victory and got us there. Wouldn't have been much of a plan if it didn't leave room to improvise. Of course, our plan now also has this other phase as a result.
Cleaning up after Chronos. I know you thought I would get rid of him, but my family is better off not knowing such a thing could even be done, except to real monsters.
I well and truly understand, Goddess, and do believe your choice was wise. As for what's next, everything is ready for you to proceed if and when you are.
I want your counsel here, Odysseus. Should we be doing this? Ensuring time flows freely forward. The remnants of the Titan's legions likely won't be happy to see me retracing my steps like nothing happened.
My personal opinion is it doesn't hurt to try. To the extent you had other matters to resolve, consider it an opportunity to do so. And we'll always be anticipating your return.
Then let's give it a go.
It's done. Finally back from your father's house. Was Hecate all right? After the Titan got her, I ought to have taken guard duty more seriously and won't soon forgive myself is all.
Headmistress would only want for you to learn from it. I half wonder if she let herself be taken just to get closer to our mark. Perhaps go speak with her.
Yeah. And what of Chronos? Heard he isn't really dead and gone. How come everybody's cheering for you then?
He's dead and gone in the sense that we have neutralized the threat he posed. I now shall have to grow accustomed to having him as a grandfather, rather than a hated foe.
Don't see why he can't be both. This was never part of the task, and not like you to stray from the objective. We sure this supposedly neutralized Titan of Time is to be trusted?
Headmistress sealed his strongest powers just in case. At any rate, we did it, Nem. The task is finally complete.
Then how come you look like you're headed out again? Heard there's still more time-related business to sort out.
Well, yes, but...
Then we're not done.
Oh, where's Icarus? Still asleep. Your mother and the rest are safe, Lord Hypnos. They'll surely be expecting your return, and presumed you'd wake after all this, but you're still sound asleep. Well, don't worry. I made you a promise, and I intend to keep it.
The rousing tales of your great accomplishment preceded you, young one, and I am here to heap still further praise. Great job back there with all the Chronos stuff.
Thank you very much, Commander. Though, what are you still doing here? I kept expecting you'd return to your honorary post at the house, but eventually I had to depart.
Well, you are not exactly done with everything, are you? I see you eyeballing the gateways out, wondering what's gonna happen now. So as long as you're here, so am I.
So then you're sworn to us. To me.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
Hey, so what exactly happened around here? Did you complete your big important task? Because that's what I'm hearing from the other shades.
Well, for the most part, yes. My family is back. My mother and father are restored to the Underworld throne, and my brother's back too. But we have many details to sort out, and the Titan Chronos is going to be assisting us with that.
The Titan you said you were going to slay this whole time. Assisting us. Hate to say it, Mel, but sounds to me like you totally blew it. At least the Titan part.
He's no longer himself, or rather, no longer the way he used to be, and we'll be closely watching him.
Sure. So then, congratulations are in order, basically?
Well, if you like.
I do. Congratulations, Mel.
I know not what you did to Chronos, niece, but he is no longer himself. Practically groveling for mercy here. And ask you for our aid to ensure time flows freely forth or some such drivel. Is this why you plan to retrace your steps?
It is a joy and honor to accompany you to the crossroads on Selene's silver chariot, cousin. The ballad Artemis and I performed, that's the first we jointly composed. We don't always get along, but you inspired us.
Gorgeous, you won the war for us. At least, I think we won. Perhaps we didn't if these ugly satyrs and the like are not about to leave yet, but you definitely did do something. Oh, this is all too much.
My heart.
Fine. Gus, it's been too long. Where have you been for all these nights, Poppet? So many oddities took place, each stranger than the last. Those ghastly sailing ships out there all seem to lose their course for one. I know not what occurred.
Chronos is defeated, madam, and I mean for good. That's likely why his forces have been notably disorganized, although they're not gone, and neither is he. Has Headmistress not communicated this?
Good heavens, why no! Unless, well, I can be very isolated here. Perchance I missed some message she relayed. Oh, so then you mean to tell me you're victorious?
Well, yes. What now remains is to ensure he'll not rise up against the gods again, ever. He or Typhon.
Oh my, this is... Oh, I must confer with our Lady Hecate at once. But first, please, quickly, make your choice.
We are victorious indeed, my lord, and thanks in no small part to all you've done. I trust that Nyx has already visited with you, but what of all the gold that remains? Then you shall have it.
Not seen you here in a while, babe. And what happened to Typhon anyway? There's been no sign of him at all.
Typhon had to leave reality as we know it. Though, sorry, Eris, I suppose you didn't even have a chance to introduce yourself to him, did you?
No, I didn't. Though if he's so easy to get rid of, maybe it's for the best. So what are you going to Olympus for anyway? It better not be some sort of feast, because I wasn't invited.
That's settled. We have achieved a monumental victory, cousin. Although the annihilation of one's enemies can be a serviceable outcome in war, surrender often is preferred. I trust the others have expressed their gratitude.
Yes, of course. And congratulations to you all, Lady Athena. My only regret is that this siege cannot immediately cease, given what's left to be done.
Abandon that regret, for the rabble that still plagues Olympus is nothing. As for Prometheus, though I am skeptical about his role in this new strategy, I have persuaded Father to go along with it for now.
I knew it. Well, Agent of Change,
The monster Typhon is eliminated and my master certainly is not himself. Or rather, now he is. Many have said they knew you could do it, but only I truly did. Yet you know as well as I that we're not finished.
Chronos has surrendered, but here you still are, giving his remnant legions their orders. Decided to take matters into your own thieving hands, then?
That I decided long ago, when I gave myself to your Lord Uncle's chains. And I still oppose you, yes. For what you seek beyond, you shall find only through the flames of battle.
Ah, there you are, my girl. As you have faithfully retraced your path, now I, in turn, may shift you to a different sort of time in which a remnant of the monstrous Typhon yet looms large over this very place. Ready?
No, not yet. What shall happen if I prevail, let alone fail? Are you certain any of this shall even work?
Well, I am relatively certain, yes. The visions I can conjure up of Asphodel. The principle of this is much the same, and you have likewise demonstrated aptitude at breaking free of temporal restraints.
So I'm to launch toward the summit, where I'll find Typhon's forces from another time awaiting me. I'll deal with him as I once did, and you shall do the rest.
If all proceeds as planned, then yes. I shall create a shift as you depart. Seek that monster and do battle, so that we may yet eliminate even the possibility of him.
All right then, off I go.
Farewell.
They're here. Grandfather with the king and queen. Grandmother.
Flower. Now do you see, my son? Although the Typhon with whom you already clashed is gone, there could have been certain circumstances under which he remained. One fewer now, of course.
And how many of these circumstances are there, would you say, Father? For we cannot expect Melino to battle to our mountaintop for all eternity.
Speaking of which, welcome again, my dear. We were just having ourselves a bit of a chat with your grandfather. We've not decided what to do with him as yet, you see.
Oh, hello, granddaughter. I had assured the king and queen that you would be victorious again, for you had been victorious before. Thank you for validating my theories.
Oh, you're welcome. King Zeus, Queen Hera. I can attest these possibilities of Typhon do appear to exist, having just found one with Grandfather's assistance and eradicated it.
Typhon is closer to a shade of himself now. The possibility of his dominion over Olympus has grown faint, and fainter still with each of your successes. But how many are required, I unfortunately cannot calculate.
To take, though perils come.
And why not? Perhaps if we persuaded you sufficiently, Titan, you'd be inclined to answer in a more straightforward way.
I have but recently learned of these possibilities myself. Time is flowing freely forth for the most part. My granddaughter merely can ensure that there are no obstructions of concern. At her convenience, of course.
And I would see to that, however long it takes. By your leave, of course, O King and Queen. I ask that you permit Grandfather to carry on. Thus far, he's been true to his word.
We do have something suitable for you in mind, Father, but due to matters of security, our palace henceforth is to be sealed off. Melino, perhaps when your mother resumes her yearly travels here, you may come visit again.
We've been such awful hosts to you, my dear. We never intended for any of this to occur. But we have pledged you our support before, and you shall have it for as long as you require, even if we bicker over it now and again. Goodbye.
You have our blessings.
We did it, Grandmother. You fought so hard for me, for all of us. But it must be difficult to see Chronos again.
I shall not dignify him with so much as a passing glance, Melino. The Titan would have reached a different end were it for me to decide, but I'm grateful that the outcome was not worse.
ruling the heavens and the earth.
From what I gathered, this may be farewell for a while, at least face to face. I'll still be seeing you most nights, if you'll be able to keep aiding me by boon.
Ours to take, though perils come to test our...
Of course. And there shall come a time again when your mother shall be visiting us half the year. Perhaps then you may come along. Once every few seasons at least.
Grandmother, is this for me? Thank you.
From highest peak.
Great Auntie Hestia.
We ought to be feasting in your name as far as I'm concerned, Sunshine. No sign of Dionysus still, and our new guest has drawn most of the attention. Soon we also won't be letting anybody in from the outside.
It's all right, cousin, as I'm not much for feasting anyhow. And we do need to find a place for this grandfather of ours. Do you know what Lord Uncle Zeus has in store for him?
Not entirely, but my impression is he's sending Chronos back into the Underworld, to Lord Hades. Apparently they've reached some sort of bargain. So, you truly think our grandfather has changed?
I think he has a different outlook on things, yes. As for me, sounds like I may not be able to return anytime soon. This place truly is beyond compare, and with each visit, you've made me feel welcome. Thank you for that and everything.
Oh, come on, it's all of us who should be thanking you, and quite profusely, I should add. Anyhow, not like this is a permanent farewell. I'll keep in touch by boon, alright?
Alright. It sounds like I may not be visiting again anytime soon, so thank you all. And please let the others know I wish them well. Let's keep in touch by boon. Return to Shadow now?
How can this be?
Got a new picture there, I see. That from your mom and dad. Looks newer than the other one. You're all grown up.
It was a bit of a parting gift, considering I won't be staying at the House of Hades with the rest of them. Though I'll be seeing them around, I think.
Oof, harsh. How come they didn't want you living in their subterranean stronghold with them? You're their kid.
They did want me to stay, it's just... my home is here. They're my family, but so is this.
What, have you lost your mind? Wait, I'm your family too? That's what you're saying?
Sure, if you're up for it.
Oh, alright, I guess why not.
You did it. Are your attempts to scale the mountain of the gods less difficult at least, now than before? The war with Chronos having ended surely must bring some relief.
Well, on that front, not too much has changed as yet. Apparently, it's important for the stalemate between the Titans' legions and Olympus to persist, for sake of our cleanup efforts.
So then your fight continues as before, except without a burning vengeance for your family to compel you. What is the motivating factor now?
Oh, where to start? I have some matters that I wish to see resolved, and just to see what happens, I suppose.
I too increasingly have the desire to see that.
Melino. So, is it working out thus far? This change of plan, as our tactician would say. Should you see even the slightest trace of the old Chronos, do notify me at once.
Grandfather appeared where and when we discussed. His claims about these remnant possibilities out of time appear to be accurate. Shall we continue?
We may as well see where it leads. Also, I wish to thank you for your concern for me before, and express my gratitude that you decided to remain with us. I was angry with your decision at first, but no longer.
It was not a difficult decision for me, Headmistress. It would have been harder had I realized it might anger you. I've been to both the Palace of Zeus and the House of Hades, and neither has a cauldron or soft earth beneath my feet.
I understand only too well, Melino. And I would have chosen the same, except I thought you would have been the wiser. Now you are stuck here. Another lost soul in the crossroads twixt heaven and hell.
But I'm not lost. I'm where I wish to be.
Truly.
Headmistress Hecate. Would you care to split this bottle of ambrosia, Headmistress? We never truly celebrated the restoration of the Underworld's king and queen here.
Sipping the drink of your mountain relatives hardly seems suitable festivity. Oh, very well. You are correct that these shades shall be expecting something. And so I bid you all salute your princess of the Underworld, who never relented against the threat of time itself, and the father of all monsters amongst many others.
Thank you, Headmistress. Everyone. I never could have done this without you, without these crossroads, the one place I could always return to in a moment of need.
You are welcome here and safe, Melino. And whilst we had utmost faith in you, nevertheless, what you accomplished was beyond imagining.
I did what you trained me to do. I'm grateful for your patience through all the many setbacks I had to overcome.
How else could we have stood against time itself if not through patience? I knew you would be a capable student. It is the only reason I pushed you as hard as I did.
So then what happens now to the unseen? Our shades each have an honorary place in Elysium waiting for them.
That may be if they decide to leave, but I suspect they're in no greater hurry to abandon this place than are you. There is always more we may accomplish here, and we stand to go farther together than alone.
Thank you all for standing by my side.
Well, it was not the most formal gathering, but my sense is that it was worthwhile. All these shades. They arrived here for lack of any place to go. Now 'tis a permanent home.
Not just a place to stop, a place to stay.
I sensed upheaval in the earth, the likes of which I had not felt before. The tenor of it more than the intensity. Something transpired in your father's residence, and Chronos vacated. Why would he take an action such as that? Respond.
Respectfully, Almighty Chaos, Chronos has had quite a change of heart. I found my brother Zagreus, who aided me in bringing it about. Our grandfather conceded in his war against Olympus, and now seeks to make amends.
An interesting change. The absence of detail raises many different questions, which I shall explore. The outcome that you saw has been achieved, yet you seem to pursue it even still. My mark, therefore, remains available to you. Do as you shall.
We've had some goings-on here in these woods. A lot more goings-on than usual. Lost souls all acting strange. Did something happen I should know about?
Arachne, it's just that my task is finally complete. Well, for the most part. King Hades and Queen Persephone are back, and they'll soon give all the lost souls here a place to go.
Why, but that is exciting. You did it, my friend. But then, it looks to me as though your fighting isn't over with.
Not yet, and possibly not for a while. So if it's all the same to you, I may keep passing by every so often. And not just for the beautiful silk dresses, but to say hello.
Why then, hello right back. And you are truly welcome here whenever you desire. I'm so happy for you. It matches your eye.
Mother, father.
Hades, look!
Our daughter.
There's a good boy.
Isn't he? Oh, Melino, you're back. We thought we might find you here. Well, Hades did. I never would have guessed.
Your mother and I had looked forward to seeing you again ever since you departed. How have you fared? Are matters in the crossroads well in hand?
Everything is more or less all right, father. It's good to see you in this chamber in far better spirits than before, though why return to such a place? I'd have thought you'd rather be just about anywhere else.
The house is partially in order, but the rest of Tartarus yet bears the mark of my father's extravagant tastes. Whatever harm he caused our family, undoing his decor shall take longer still.
Grandfather shall do his part. It also means I get to say hello.
Well, I shall do my small part then, in the retracing of your steps, provided I may be of service still.
Soot from the house.
Take care of that.
Hey.
Where have you been, Millie? Not seen you here or anywhere in far too many nights. Something's off. I don't know what, but I think Chronos might be up to something new. His forces have been acting very strange.
His forces have been acting very strange because Chronos abandoned his campaign. Icarus, our war is won. The House of Hades is restored. You'd not believe me if I told you how, but it's true.
Chronos has given up. Wait, what? No, but we just fought more of his forces here. You're really serious?
When am I not? The Titan of Time is changed. We were able to get through to him finally in the moment when his continued existence was on the line. I'm off to Olympus now, to make certain things are stable over there.
I can't believe it. Well, I mean, of course I can. You got him, finally! You did get him, didn't you? I don't know what to say. Have one of these?
I knew it. Where do you suppose they are, Agent of Change? The Fates, I mean. They who set the Titans and the gods against each other to begin with long ago.
Wherever they are, pray they can't hear you speaking ill of them. Though why ask me? You're the one who knows everything, including whether they'll ever be located or not.
That I do. I would spur you to consider the possibility and your place in their scheme, and I suppose, in mine.
Good enough.
Who dares? You who ventured into my abode shall suffer an eternity of torment for what you have done. Unless, of course, you are prepared to grant my dying wish.
Forgive my insolent spirit and name your price. I am prepared to do your bidding. Within reason, anyway.
Then swear to me that you shall do my bidding now. Specifically,
I haven't worked out the dying wish part yet. Ask you to fetch my lover's bones? Something like that?
Just keep me posted.
Okay. So hold on. How is it you're going after the Titan of Time way down below, but he's also attacking Olympus way up top? Is he two separate guys or just the one?
Chronos isn't attacking Olympus personally, Dora. He's just sending his legions there. He has a dangerous commander leading the assault. A different Titan called Prometheus.
A different Titan called Prometheus? Prometheus. Huh.
Yes, the Titan of Foresight. Even you probably know the tale of his punishment for stealing from the gods.
No, it's... I think... Nah, don't worry about it. See you later, Mel.
You sure?
Prometheus.
It's an auspicious night.
Eris is...
Well, look at you.
Would you be interested in visiting the springs with me, Dora? A warm soak can be good for the soul.
Nah, kinda busy doing nothing whatsoever at the moment. Though I might be up for a soak some other time. Hey, where have you been? You smell. Not in a bad way, necessarily, and I don't know how I can smell or remember any smell, so... That is weird.
I was up top. Must be the sea air and the salt, distinct from Oceanus down below. I sailed across the waters toward Olympus on a ship.
Exciting! I was right here the whole time.
Who dares? You who ventured into my abode shall suffer an eternity of torment for what you have done. Unless, of course,
You are prepared to grant my dying wish.
Forgive my insolent spirit and name your price. I am prepared to do your bidding. Within reason, anyway.
Then swear to me that you shall do my bidding now. Specifically...
I haven't worked out the dying wish part yet. Ask you to fetch my lover's bones? Something like that?
Just keep me posted. Would you be interested in visiting the springs with me, Dora? A warm soak can be good for the soul.
Nah, kinda busy doing nothing whatsoever at the moment. Though I might be up for a soak some other time. You were out a while.
Would you be interested in visiting the springs with me, Dora? A warm soak can be good for the soul.
Nah, kinda busy doing nothing whatsoever at the moment. Though I might be up for a soak some other time. I try not to listen to what the shades out there are warbling about, but they make it sound like lately you've been through some pretty hairy times.
It's hard to know exactly what they're referring to, but I've managed to reach Mount Olympus for one thing. Never thought I'd see it. The fighting there is very fierce.
Olympus, where the other members of your family have all been hanging out. What are they fighting over now?
Their reign over the heavens and the earth, and the continued existence of their ancestral home.
Oh, that's nothing new.
Perhaps your so-called Master Chronos wants for you to fail. To suffer more than you already have. He seeks vengeance on the gods for overthrowing him before, when you were their ally.
I don't seek my master's forgiveness nor assume his loyalty. Alliances are born of shared goals, perhaps ideals, whereas the gods and I are at cross purposes.
Because they punished you for crimes you knowingly committed? What else could they have done after you deceived them and took from them?
I took nothing. Fire spreads, burns anything that stands in its path. The gods sought to imprison it, but I set it loose. Now at last, we each are free, and burning still.
Return to Shadow, now! I did all right that time. Mwah! We beat the father of all monsters, Phrynos.
Prometheus, Titan of foresight. Yeah.
Hey, is everything all right with you, Dora? I didn't mean to upset you with talks of Titans when last we spoke.
I'm good, Mel. I don't get mad much anymore, really, and don't get weirded out either. It's just... something about the name Prometheus. It's like... it meant something to me.
But Prometheus was imprisoned for eons prior to this point. If you remember him, it's from a while back.
I'd be ancient history. But I hardly remember yesterday. Don't know how come I'd remember something from that long ago. Not that I do remember anything from then, except...
Except what?
Just a feeling. But it isn't great.
Fool! I am not susceptible to mere baubles such as this!
Ah, just kidding. Totally susceptible. Gimme!
At last I have discovered a vulnerable point in your defenses.
What have you done?
Do you remember the name Heracles? The greatest half-god hero of the surface, slayer of the Nemean lion and so on?
Not really. But I hear the other shades go on and on about him every now and then. Why do you ask?
I encountered him. He's as big as they say, that much is sure. He has such a storied past. I thought maybe you'd recall one of the tales.
Well, you thought wrong, my friend. I'm starting to get the feeling maybe I liked this stuff back when I had eyeballs and so on.
Doesn't matter whether you liked it then. What matters is you like it now. What? Return to Shadow, now. A night well spent.
How can this be?
Hey, you were talking in your sleep a little bit. Not that I paid too close attention, but where were you last night anyway? You seem a little off.
Oh, I was up there, on the surface. I never thought I'd see it for myself, and now I'm there night after night. It's cold, damp, overrun with the dead.
You're really selling me on the whole thing. If it's that bad, how come you keep on going over there? I'd just stay here if I were you. Or me.
You don't understand. I have to go that way. It's part of my task. Well, not officially, but... Look, I won't bore you with the details. I should go.
Have fun being all cold and damp. His own brother? Ugh, no way, that is twisted. Your sisters are sick.
Well, they have many mortal lives to untangle, so to speak. The work can grow repetitive, lose its spark. So they liven things up from time to time.
Oh, totally. I would completely do the same if I were them. I wonder what they did to me. Could you, like, look me up or something?
Tell me, Titan, do you recall a mortal woman by the name of Dora? Her shade responded strangely when I mentioned you, but can't seem to remember what you did.
Let's leave it be, Agent of Change. That old shade's latent memories have more to do with gods and their deceptions than with anything I did.
Elaborate. Tell me what happened to her. You keep blaming everything on the gods, as though all this is solely their responsibility.
Oh, on the contrary. I take responsibility for mortal kind. But for all their failings, vices, and downfalls, I am not to blame. Nor is this Dora. You tell her I said that.
Dora, I hope you don't mind, but I asked Prometheus himself about this old connection that you feel. He's cagey with his words, but does seem to remember you in turn.
Oh. Kind of weird of you to do that, especially since it sounds like he's trying to kill your family up there, but thanks. What do you say?
Well, he said he's not to blame for mortal kind's failings and such, and that neither are you, and asked I tell you so on his behalf. Before attacking me, per usual, of course.
Whew, that's a relief. All this time, I figured if there's any two individuals responsible for all the badness mortals have to deal with, it's Prometheus and me. We're talking stomach aches, heartaches, taxation, lying, cheating, you name it.
It's utter nonsense, but do you have any idea what he could have meant?
Nope. But since you're the one who's talking to him on the regular, maybe you could ask. Now that we're curious.
We'll figure this out. I'm fine, really.
Our nightly routine. Your companion, Dora. She does not remember me, not yet. But she shall. And in so doing, remember why she chose to forget me to begin with. And forget so much more.
You say she's not to blame for the failings of mortal kind, as though she could have carried such a burden to begin with. What happened? How do you know her?
That one is haunted by her past, as you can see. But it is not my place to tell you any more than I already have, lest she recall too much too quickly. All in due time, as my master would say. Compared to what I have withstood before, this was nothing at all. Was there nothing I could have done?
Prometheus refuses to elaborate about your past with him, Dora. But he believes you're going to remember soon enough. My worry is you're better off not knowing.
And what makes you say that? Besides the part where I've already told you I get a not great feeling just from sounding out his name. Prometheus. Ugh. Yeah, there it is.
He gave me the impression you forgot about him, and much more, by choice. If that's true, perhaps it's for the best. If only for the sake of your past self.
Forget my past self, Mel. My current self is pretty caught up now in getting to the bottom of all this. Isn't there some sort of witch spell you could do to jog my memory or something?
Well, now that I know of this specific connection you seem to have, it's something to work with. But are you absolutely sure it's what you want?
Oh yeah. It's gonna be something good.
I'll take your word for it. Ugh, come so far.
Hey, wanted to tell you, thanks for bringing back all of my terrible old memories I tried desperately to erase. I'm serious. I'd rather chew on them than spit them out.
As far as I'm concerned, that was your choice more so than mine. I wanted to support you as a friend. We both knew what you would discover had potential to be painful.
I don't know about painful. That's one of the good things about being a shade. No more pain. Some rotten thoughts about the way things were, sure. Maybe some of those.
I do count that as pain. It's not the same as being struck full force by Nemesis, but it can hurt more deeply, and the healing process can take longer, by a lot. Though, do you remember more than just the painful memories, at least?
I guess so, but the other stuff's just not as interesting, you know? Anyway, it's all just history. This is me now.
I'm glad.
Bye.
Heading out?
I remember everything. About why I forgot everything. I did something pretty bad, Mel.
Whatever it was, you don't have to tell me. Unless, of course, you wish to. In which case, I'm listening.
Yeah, the thing is, I just kinda ruined everything for everyone. For everyone who's mortal, anyway.
What are you talking about? That couldn't possibly be true.
Well, imagine there was once this big storage jar, right? Like you'd keep pickles in, except the gods loaded it full of everything that could possibly go wrong. Hate, heartbreak, hair loss, halitosis. You name it.
I'm not following. Why would all mortal vices and failings be placed within this particular jar? It sounds like you may be thinking of some sort of figurative representation.
No, it was a real jar with all that stuff, and well, I'm still shaky on the details. Let's chat about it more some other time. I'm beat.
Whatever you like.
That jar I mentioned, filled with all the bad stuff, I opened it. I wanted to know what was inside. And it went whoosh. I let just about everything out into the world, into our lives.
What? Why would you have done a thing like that? How did you even come across this jar?
It was a wedding gift from the Olympians. Prometheus, whom I remember now, interesting guy. He had a hunky brother, and we sorta hit it off.
So the gods wanted you to have a jar full of terrible things. That seems an odd sort of present to give to... Who even were you?
Just some woman. But there weren't too many of us then, and I don't think the gods liked Prometheus much. So, anyway, the next time any mortal stubs their toe, pays taxes, gets the sweats, anything like that, it's on me.
Even if what you say is true, you make it sound as though you'd no intention to do it. So it's not your fault.
The thing is, I did do it, so it is my fault. I'm gonna go.
Dora?